This is Voice of Castro, 88.4, the people's choice.
OWINY, 88.4 FM.
Every Coca-Cola opens a world of magic.
Wait, what?
This never gets old.
Magical every time.
Believing is magic with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, the official partner of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022.
Every Coca-Cola opens a world of magic.
Wait, what?
This never gets old.
Magical every time.
Believing is magic with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, the official partner of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022.
Energize your everyday hustle with the Sting Energy Drink. Get the boost to ride your boda or truck all day. The energy to stay all night on the lake and catch the most fish. Or the uplift to deliver all your office assignment on time. Grab a Sting Energy Drink and enjoy its bold, refreshing boost full of energy. Sting Energy Drink is a product of Crown Beverages Limited, makers of Pepsi products. Sting, life switched on.
Hey, have you read this?
Read what?
The story in the newspaper. Apparently, the government is going to allocate billions of shillings to improve our roads.
Me, I'm not bothered about those things. Why? Because first of all, most of the money will be eaten and the work won't be done properly. And that's if it's even done at all.
But these days, you can't steal money and get away with it. The days of impunity are over. Those guys at the Public Accounts Committee will hunt you down. Haven't you been seeing them going after all those corrupt officials?
Members of Parliament oversee the implementation of government programs and projects by following up on funds allocated to them. They also regulate public expenditure through the budget process. It is the role of MPs to monitor and bring to the attention of the executive the misuse of government funds, violations of the rule of law, and unlawful activities, both in their constituencies and in any part of the country at large. Your Member of Parliament is your representative. Make your voice heard.
I know you got questions in your mind.
This message is brought to you by the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda.
Arai mamujino manakini kwa nipaperesi. Ekotokera kwa raite nebe mamuji kota inara nakina akesi. Na arai kwa na ko MTN. Inomari jesi mitoni lago ni chiekere. Kusirigi ni disi kwape akwata kanyere. Kana dakika ni tomon. Kichikak star idopete kanyape star ERA idopete hash. Kwa gwali dakika na loe ditete kanwa inerari. Erai kere kenai telakinete promotion. MTN, nisigaligaleterio ngeteloka Uganda Communications Commission.
Eraile sawa, loinu na sojo, akirakwa.
Aso, akirakwa.
Opogwa mkoni, yoga kwenyu.
Okay, atekera kota jauno jato pruchuna lolo ebe wala tosbia kwenitosbia ya pakina lolo araikopo kona jagweta kini kone radio itibi tosbera no ayapa kwenye lolilosa jenda bonebe beiti du isemera golokin ilolo ido ebeiti du abonguno redia isemero idajeni utasa itemono kine utasa uri akada chepa kapana kin chepa kichema meju karte transport ngunu kesi lolo ilo saitamtama jekede honorable bio bitomo studio ide kota jenebe nubonye kaibusa na kitona so amkopa uriak osodi kwape mwalimunlu isomeroi awanda bonebe yuaridoe ilo setoreria awanda bonebe inakino kesi packages holiday packages no beiti kesi abongono kinejaso retete duelo eras occupied
ayala mangonoi akotonga gar kede aiturur kedi kaliale to katrosul minani kech noi kalata ta jamo laije ojiji jamo Teresa dayo moi akotongo ai lele kangulu lelete ate kerlipte itimio epwakata divats nyo kwa en konye ilosa ngiriki tumafak na pesa late so na soditi akotonga ile pauri akakere lo jasidu osomeroi noi ngunu lo jasidu osomeroi kingana kusaboisho ara isulo chalo jasidu otau nara Kampala arabai idola kwana amuna rosidu wa depart noi amuye kisidu wa depart noi idue kwana Dr. Sidwa stamps Dr. Sidwa reporting so anwa ngunu anuja ajenun ba report na yaunto rera ina bait akoro ngai pesa auriak aruchokin ke di someroi tideji jenune ba report na yauti koko relo lana a reporting ini koki fojingat arba report na bait ido akirono a report nara ibo rikoto ne orelo lo ngisba bongi koko re joko kwenye doctor report anwe confirming atubi koku araibo mam ido ichedwe beta bonguno rede ngala ine swa report ne limo inso be mami questa papula ikere next week boroka ngunu kwa en so ne polo ka kere ngeso na eja uniduore eja utidwe keda report ni konye arucho noske di someroi idwelo ipula akwana mambe shomete le poto taunune esauri akijala isidwa jala ini kwana epoti do taun mambe shomete jaso pikipikini apesure jasa swama krisino no siloko idweli jukara so boarding omeja so boarding idweli jukara so someroi chejula du someroi ipuakiro nara ya palo to auri akakiro natpan kinidwe akoronga ile pauri akakerebe na sodit o jaun kire nambe de master o jaun kire nambe basa ipagisa iko kuwe nambe landlord iboyo hostel nambe hostel manager class teacher tetero ni pera ina panapa kiro kira itupa kiro ni kamera kedwo kidwe konyelo lokai bongo duore akorongo ne jauni dwe joko akorongo na nyine biwanyino na reportini wanyino na circular se joko yare kini ata muna na sorito karungo ne gara kanya pola palo yare so ela palo to montare kile lo soriti kere ejasi duore so ilo la kaisara lukanye esabite dopelo la palo to monta dop kede sabite dopelo lo palo lo yarit so isabiti ni tomono jasi duore akoronga ile pauri akidwe ngunle polok esian kisidwa swam ko kine perera kore buochalo oto beringes da misiri swama che swam ingara ka ereke ra swam ni ngara kine kalda me down keda nyam idwe suli jerari dwe jerari businesses lo gelegela ishani kisidwa subus idwelo kariko keno P7 polo remote perera mari sirigini perera swam eshani kiswokidwe aswam sine ni swamoni akor subus tireko kejenbe polo swama ere dipono le dubune risirigini so let's also engage wokidwe engara ino na swam dwelu pesur eshani kisidwelu pesur da chama isikwesti swama swam sine no re esuri jaso tauri no jasa maid sara ba house girls okaliakus mamte mare ba house girls adola park house girls abere yengun idwe ngunu esili no one kwana apesuru ni karaka sara lukanye jae manya beru tunai puteto kwa mejeni tunai wawedi ya mamejeni asani ni losoda ya uno ringo sasani ne uroko so anu angunu achama isidwe lupesuru kalu so apada kere iswa mata so amsine no togo wa ipia laro wa ilotiboro wa no migwene ipo tetere duede misikita so amsine nipo iwongoni kini anu apak akoto bonga ile pauri akebe planning la next time gari lo le bongi koku mami dara unbo down e baga bo down adiope dobo jari yangu na riangun akoronga ile pauri akodo SCHOOLS odomutu fees school fees structures o meski sebe ikako kwa na mabongo somero atukote tupakine korokini sirigindi tetero ni planning ai ayuwa si wokidwe e boy toke wokidwe joko e baga mamere borno polo noi aramamji dumuni sirigin lo e baga aramji dumuna kiring aramji gwele itetet mameki sil bashomonge bible mamwanyi ne bala be baga kuta kiringe koti gwendu tete yakai borongunu kere apala ti borongunu kere e baga ata elip eja una kiringo nyamima mami podo anyu tebe kapuni tukuto no group no ko kere abois na gwela kiringi da gweli gwen e plan ngatenya karo kido somero amuro ngesa e olde la joka ni dueli bong to sore auri akale jasi ngangi na amuro ngese dari kusidwe joko idara la subanu wokidwe o UI wokidwe o dolto karungonu bongo so somero e alama.
Okay, yalama noi kuna omisha DC Tomosawalo. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yoga.
Ya bana.
Ekironi ni mtorije simu.
Akola ya salam. Ndio bia no vera ya msachoreta ya no choro vera tomona. Na ya perengo afra sanyara modero tule.
Yes.
Akola ngode chora ni kana chande. Abongu tora ngala suka uriak. Kura kiasi ibo ngujo redo walo sibe gorija.
Hapana.
Mena pese kwa.
Eba.
Mina pesa dom na koi kachia ngina. Ogongo repoli nya karapwa keso somero. Jadi sapa kuripal kisa uriak. Ipal kisa uriak mauren kere peri jaga jo somero. Ara kiro nama teja nyokwa na jam tuka puka kira uriak. Alama.
Okay. Yalama noi no mujo desi masutu na rushokina. Hello.
Yoga noi na cheka ikaro kada BOB. Emano numuri ni councilor atu muna kote mulo kunguru.
Ebo.
Na SOROTI akotonga limonji karobia na JSL launch lo atu kona rabete kulotea mukalo kunguru. Poto sa yengi tata edi master boni bi edi master. Idi bidu mune ulisha unopikara po muna. Di kamana rakada ikoni ko kula maro system. Kabala di masoto moduo ko akwataka nyapi. Era ine peta iduwe akwata na sori tibere correction ne jauri. Oyanga se duwe inomata putosia. Manara ikapungule lukiare. Lueda eta kokojo. Kota ikoni ko kudojina pugantereta chika punungulu kuna iweta chana kina ngine ko kitu pakinine. I do it out as a bonure. Olo masanga na uriak. No lucia po kadaro P7. Ao pane pepe o manata ne pepe nari rufisi lukwa na bete sadomon. E kuwa kade parke kulu lema e julado ketai. Approximatamente kudu ya dumu bibunga ta jo papa. Imi peronore ti jiure ki jape ache pesa lautere sa. E tu pakini nen. Au ka inu sine pepe dara te duwe mama ingaro oreri aitinu li ja. Edenge bola. Yala mano ate.
Yala mano voice of teso yoga.
Yoga.
Ekirone inomtro jesimo.
Apolon Justin Ekora Goserera Cowboy.
Eba Apolon.
Alama ngono akusokiro no ya untose so radio. Kwenye kwa na just don okela inyeshe. Apaki ba chia pupinge radio ba be kwa na bo mutidu ayen. Mama kwa makini dua swamo. Mama ina kini dua lo sto center pa wera na richie boro.
Eba.
Tubo bikoni neni. Bisha na kisi dua koru. Kuriete kwesi da kide auriaka. Ani bodo bere kwa na kilo na beti na ina ntesa jenu ne bedwe busa kentasi ko kilo polalo.
Eba.
Narai. Adia unu na uru ne ngokwa na ya pinga lo marikara kaise kanyon. Lo mala. Mamu nga wanyu ni terelo mama oyane limo ni keko balo shi. Oyanga ita kawe ni kin. Oloto wena kile. But please there is today. Egela dinner sin. Ado bere ne labe. Yalama.
Yalama noi Apolon hello.
Ambo Sadiaka lo ngora iro bukulo kapiri.
Yes jola washa.
Akote ngo aina raka choreta eti mamita sa uriaka. Lui duwe. Adope para na buwe nga loto. Usokoni kofi nele baka ibo baga lolo ija ilolo kapenate na ikanyete ka lolo.
Eba.
Gari mokini jobo nebe achama kisauri akachuti duwe chuta pele chuti idea idumuni dojo angini kwa pese idea sokoni doje ite kwa kwe mame beri bore buta gwelete da doje ite preja tata erai peyadi iki sapate pese sapata pese akoto ngo aisiriki na uria keba uria adabu kwa duwe nyito eriki koke nyunore ojenu bereji mbu koko iloto ni kapa uria ka chama kini duelu ai litari ngabala kinenu mame wenyu
ema
arenda kisiberoni duelu ari loto na chama kini duelu freedom lweivya idunio ni bone be isakunone laws
okay yalama noi
yalama
okay eja kaiti silva bala bone be ijai kedeke se weekend ilo aibuse so de tianga silva bala bone be yalama haijana kinateker John Yes pro bala bone be following live from Moroto City. Salams to all the people of Mukura Jamaka. So yalama esikere so de jakaiti akwanu Michael bala bone be, thank you for your advice. That is clear. Keep on your work. I'm picking you all the way from Qatar, and it says thank you very much. So tomadaka diopagolo isi.
Yalama ngonoi papa nomde simo serere. Ibore kota tekera mesikin. Ejaswa msine numa moni pere gwekin wakido aswam. Osodi sawana de betaidar. Oni kwape atekere kona mesikin ebe iduelu apolo unwamere somero bonto polo unidue. Oni de auria kebete shiani kini wakidue. Shiani kini aswa msine polibere keditunga ayuara ni koku iboro ngunu kere. Jitu walu someti business esilo ayu na rajon. Mampere yangari kokipe se boyo center tulisani uni libongu na jobe jengara kini jaswam. Mampere yangari koke boy obana boy o center na to late. Jache swamsine ni swamaoni no ya unti sirigino kale ya woko. Konye mamibusa ni kitone ayanga na riduwe toma. Also this someone down on a business. Konye on principle iwokidue e beto nation kini wokidua swamsine nuo togo nuo ni swamayo nikope business nuo akor opolo no rutido jende be aswami swama okwana. Konye lipiting esi swameti businesses ka eba agwana rajono esi chelo ayanga na tungoso iduo sokoni ayanga ruo okseni koke na edit no P7 ni pese ayanga ro sokoni boro nguma meoni koto konya swamsine nuche esiani kisidue ingaraisoni.
Okay, ikonen anwalolo akira kwa sangainete berenen ikoto adunguni muto lo yare.
The time check on Voice of Teso FM. It's 8 a.m. Agenda nesa waka low. Yesi inumti jo. MTN. Odume bonus la kwata nwa kwata. Luka MBs. Libwaikini yo simu kon. Alright sumaje smartphone. Ronana sodit kira MTN. Ichikak star. Yidopeti kanye note hash. Anwebwaikin data bundles. Osorija dumun MBs luka titai. Aina kinrena. Yese jai. Anwi lapi unilu soriti bon. Everywhere you go. MTN.
Voice of Teso News.
Farmers tipped on vegetable management. Vine Air Flight Academy aircraft crashes a few meters from runway. Ministry to withhold UNEB results of Ministry to withhold UNEB results of schools' failure to register on EMIS. AU mediators visit war devastated Tigray. Business, Mokono municipality residents protest high costs of garbage collection. And in sports, Neymar to have a sprained ankle examined today. The news in detail with Caroline Anyako. Farmers have been tipped on proper management and care of tomatoes and other vegetables, including green pepper, cabbage, and eggplant, among others, for better yields. Joshua Opejo, an agronomist in Soroti City, says the farmers ought to pay keen attention to such a plant right from the nursery bed until maturity to avoid enormous losses amongst farmers. Small aircraft are being operated by a student from the Jinja city-based Vine Air Flight Academy veered off the runway at Chimaka Airstrip. A runway on Thursday afternoon and crashed about 20 meters away. The unnamed student was immediately rescued from the aircraft and taken to an undisclosed location. The damaged aircraft, which is visible from the airstrip fence, has been covered with orange-colored plastic bags under the tight watch of tourism police to deter members of the general public from accessing the area. Vincent McKenna, the Chimaka Cell LC1 chairperson in Jinja Southern Division, says the residents who had pitch camped along the fence were dispersed by tourism police who fired unspecified rounds of ammunition. Peterson Mugabo, a motorcyclist in the area, says that he had the crash and sped off to the airstrip only to sight tourism police cordoning off the accident scene. The Uganda Civil Aviation Authority spokesperson Vianney Luja confirms the accident, saying the affected student escaped unhurt and the situation is under control. Dod Katendeigwa, the Chief Executive Officer of Vine Air Flight Academy, says the aircraft sustained a minor damage. He says that experts from the Ministry of Works will examine the crash scene to qualify it as an accident scene or an incident. Candidates whose schools will have not registered them on the Education Management Information System will not receive their exams, the Ministry of Education and Sports has revealed. In July this year, the Education Ministry, working with the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, rolled out a program that required all students, all schools, both private and public, at all levels to register their learners on the revamped EMIS. The registration was to, among other things, serve as a baseline information for learner verification and issuance of national identification numbers, NINs, and facilitate education planning and handling of continuous assessment, even when a learner changes school. But 5 months down the road, many schools have not registered their learners in the system. Now, Katie Lamaro, the Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary, says that they have instituted sanctions for schools that will fail to provide the required learner information. Available statistics from the Education Ministry indicate that ever since the program started, 6.76 million learners have been uploaded to the portal against a projected 7 or 17 million learners across the entire education system, pre-primary to university.
International news.
African Union mediators are visiting Ethiopia's war-devastated Tigray region in their latest effort to implement a peace deal signed by the federal government and the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF. Nigeria's former president Olusegun Obasanjo and South Africa's former deputy president Phumzile Mlambo Muchuka in the regional capital Mekele for talks with TPLF leaders. This is their first visit to Mekele since the peace deal was signed on 2nd of November. Little food, medication and other essentials have reached Tigray, despite Mr. Obasanjo saying on 12th November that aid should have gone in yesterday. The region has been under the government blockade since the war started more than 2 years ago. Some researchers estimate that famine, a lack of health care, and fighting has caused the death of more than 300,000 civilians.
Business news.
In business, residents of Buguju village in Mokono municipality are protesting the costs of garbage collection. In January, the municipality contracted the West to manage garbage in Goma Division and Beans Kampala Limited in the Central Division, as well as Namach Enterprises Limited to manage the landfill at Katikoro. However, until now, the municipality has failed to come up with a clear and fixed rates for the residents. Wilbur Daniels Mulondo, a resident from Buguju, says before the farms were contracted, local garbage collectors could remove garbage dumped along the roads, but currently the farms require them to pay between 18,000 to 40,000 shillings every month to collect garbage from their homes. Jamiru Balukusa, another resident, wants the municipality authorities to revive the operations of the municipality or the municipal trucks which are grounded at the headquarters. In the agreement signed between Beans and the municipality, the powers to develop the pricing schedule were left to the contractor.
That was the business news on Voice of Teso. The sports news.
Neymar appeared to be in tears on the bench after being substituted with a sprained ankle during Brazil's opening World Cup win over Serbia. Brazil's team doctor confirmed the forward suffered the injury and that it will be reviewed today. The 30-year-old was replaced in the 80th minute of Thursday's 2-0 win after a heavy tackle from Nikola Milenkovic. He sat with his face covered while receiving treatment, and a picture showed his right ankle was heavily swollen. That's the news on Voice of Test at 8 o'clock. Thank you for listening. My name is Caroline Anyako. Have a lovely morning.
And that was Voice of Teso News.
This hour is brought to you by Cheetos Drink
and New Geisha. For clear, soft, and glowing skin, try the New Geisha Black Soap, Moringa or Shea Butter at a shop near you. New Geisha, back to glow.